It's Madden NFL.
Underway in Allegiant Stadium. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford. Right off the bat, Mills looking to throw it. And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and it came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Mills now. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Mills to throw it. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of. That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr. Carr now on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That good for 19 and a first down. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him. 1st and 10. Here's Carr. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Kamu Cruz-Hill getting in there and taking him down. Nothing after one on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Carr to throw. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. Finding space at the 40. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Carr. He'll set up the screen to Drake. Fighting through it, he's got space. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Carr going to leave this for Drake on the draw. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
To throw, it's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have moved out in front. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. Carr will look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get an intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker travel the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now on fourth down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Jonathan Grenard.
He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. On second and a long way to go. Carr under pressure, and they got to him again.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here's King. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
They're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Third quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10.
Eluding and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Carr. Caught outright by Renfro. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Carr going to throw.
Back to Renfro again, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
As the game is set, team second and 3 at the 12-yard line. That's the end.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. On second down, Jacobs. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This is caught. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. To throw his Carr. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he can.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. So here is Mills and the Texans. Down by 12. A minute 8 to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. they'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.